Good morning from Corniglia, Cinque Terra.
Is that how you say that?
I believe so. I'm going with it. So this is the view out of our window at our room at the Ciccio restaurant. And this is the village of Corniglia on the cliff.
Look, you can see their clothesline too. Some of you asked how we were able to pack so light. I brought a portable clothesline.
Here's our restaurant and guest house. And I'm going to zoom in on our little patio so you can see the clothes that we put on the clothesline. Gotta do what you gotta do. It was about time.
I guess we could have done them on the outside of the railing, but
No, we
were hoping to keep the clothes.
well, not only that, but my underwear's on that line, and I'm a pretty confident guy, but I'd rather have my underwear stay under wraps. Here is our first street in Corniglia. It's kind of iconic, honestly. So here we are in Corniglia. This is the little town square. You can see, like all the town squares, it's around the church. And right behind us is a statue of Corniglia. So that's what the town's namesake. So what do you think of this little town, Beth?
It is very quaint. Again, it reminds me of Epcot.
But it's real. So we got that going for us. So here I am at the lookout at the end of the street in Corniglia. This is the one of the 5 villages that does not have a harbor. All it has is these crashing waves coming against the cliff. Off in the distance, you can see Monte Terra, and it's known for its wide beach right at the city front. Hello from Monterosso. This is the most northerly of the 5 villages. It's the village that has a beach, and it's really popular. Cafes all along the little beach. What do you think of this town, Beth?
I think it's lovely. It's a quaint village. Look behind us, Steve. This is actually rosemary. I love that rosemary is just growing here in the center.
You know, the Italians like their spices.
Yeah. Well, rosemary is amazing.
Beth asked me, you got to smell this. Tell me what you think. And I said, yeah, it smells like focaccia bread.
Yeah. You should show them the village behind us.
So here's the beach.
So on a bright sunny day, this would be filled with people. But look at the 2 orange heads out in the ocean. There are some brave souls. It's about 60 degrees here. So how cold do you think the water is? There they are.
The water would be really cold, but it's bracing, right? So here's the beach. The beach shares, they rent them by the day. So that's the town we're going to next.
Do you know how to pronounce it?
Vernazza. Hello again, everybody.
We're in village 3 of the day.
What's it called, Beth?
I don't know how to say it.
Oh, yes, you do. Do it with the Italian.
Vernazza.
Vernazza. See, she's getting it now. You got that Italian going. So if you look behind us in the far distance, you can see Monterosso, the village we just came from. We're standing in front of the little harbor here. You can hear the waves behind us too. It's another quaint little village. Again, bigger. It's kind of fun because we started in Corniglia, which is a true tiny village with little tiny streets. Beth has been singing the song from Beauty and the Beast, where Belle is walking through the town.
It's here for real.
So this is the main square in Vernazza, right by the ocean. Again, you can see the beautiful colored houses. They really get cool colors to paint for their houses here. One other thing we wanted to show you was the train coming out of the tunnel. I don't know if we're going to get to see one or not, but
when you go from village to village, you ride on the train that goes through the tunnel, through the mountain.
Yeah, so it's black, 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 and then all of a sudden it opens up.
And there's beautiful. The ocean, yeah.
So there are grapevines up on the hill. Okay, so this is the young couple from Romania that saved us as we were going up all the stairs up the mountain. Turns out that our cooking class is at
a little remote.
I kind of feel like Raiders of the Lost Ark. I kind of feel like we've been up stairs and now we're on a very narrow trail.
If we hadn't found another couple going though, we wouldn't believe this
was it
real, right?
Yeah. I think at one point they sent me some pictures showing people walking on a trail, but I had no idea that this is what they were talking about. I thought it was like just a short little trail. But it's beautiful.
Okay, this might have been a dip. This was the biggest dip of the whole trip.
Well, okay, so we probably did about 300 steps.
It was more than that. 3,000.
It wasn't 3,000, Beth, I guarantee you.
It was 3,000.
Although in the middle of it, it seemed like it was 3,000.
And now we're taking a little goat path.
Now we're on a little goat path. But the nice thing about the goat path is you can see the city of Rio Chamorro. And on the ocean, you can also see all the terraces where they're growing grapes. So that will be my reward. We will try some of the grapes.
You have to be able to walk on this path after you have dinner and your wine.
You know, I'll be a lot more daring on this path.
Normally, 1 minute taste about the salt and all that. Okay. No, we have to roll same. We roll not on where we cut it, but in the flour sides. And roll.
So here's everyone in our cooking class. This was so much fun. One of the things we made was bruschetta. We haven't made that yet since we got home, but we're going to.
Yes, we are.
And then we made a red sauce in that with the leftovers. Here I am with the pesto. Yum, gnocchi and pesto. How can you go wrong?
It's your happy place.
It was so good.
Lots of potatoes went into the gnocchi.
Yeah, pressed mashed potatoes. We have purchased one of those since we got home. And look at all the gnocchi on the board. And we have made this for my parents back in Iowa. And it was pretty darn good, wasn't it?
Especially when you mix it with the pesto.
Yeah, have we gotten a marble bowl yet, though? We don't have that yet.
Nah.
And tiramisu, I never liked tiramisu, but guess what? I've never had real tiramisu. It was amazing.
It was awesome. But then we had to go back down this narrow path to get back to where we were
Except
gonna
it was
get our
in the
taxi.
dark and even more exciting.